Hello everyone and welcome back to another Elite Mod gameplay. This is going to be a 2v2. For the blue team we have Styx with the Plague Champion and Makarov Bat as the Chaos Sorcerer. Then for the red team we have Imperial Guard represented by Reaper of Zombies as the Lord General and Alphablades as the Plague Champion and the Thousand Suns. I really do like the Thousand Sun Cultists. This is the first time that we've been playing on this map, and I gotta say, looks kinda cool. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, first skirmish here at the left side power point. Cultist versus cultist. That's a pretty even fight. Woo! Well. Is either squad going to retreat from this one? There we go. Alright, so Styx's squad falls back before they are destroyed. Very close, and now Alpha's also getting his Thousand Suns out of there. On the right side, it looks like we have our first victory point gonna be claimed. Oh, I'm sorry, power node on the right side. Whoops. I'm used to the power nodes or the victory points going this way, but this is actually a little different. It's top to bottom. Alright, so it looks like red team is going to get control of both the power nodes, giving them an early lead here in the resources. Alright, so Makarov Bat is on the move to the right side. It's going to come across some guard resistance there. Yep, guards are flanking him. Lord General in front. Sorcerer charging in with the cultists. Those attack marines should be able to withstand the fire of the las guns. And there goes the Lord General running off the point, leaving this in the hands of the blue team to capture that power node for them. Another skirmish here on the left side, resource points. Cultists versus the attack marines, but also backed up by the Plague Champion. But yeah, those cultists are way outmatched there. Looks like blue trying to get a mid victory point. They managed to get the bottom victory point, giving them an early lead here. Looks like red has sent a squad of cultists to grab their side of the victory points. Meanwhile, on the right side, it looks like they did drop a generator and the power node, which means that is going to take a little bit of time for Makarov to destroy this and claim it for the blue side. Blue's still trying to take that center victory point, but not being able to do so. Getting too much pressure from red here, forced to engage. And on the right side, we have a sentinel coming in to try and disrupt. Yep, trying to disrupt Makarov Bat from capturing that power node. Did manage to at least decap it, so that is resources not going to the red team, in the very least. Looks like Styx's squad is forced to withdraw. Plague Champion is still in the fight, though. On the red side, there are multiple generators going up for red team. They are definitely in the lead for the power node, or for power resources. And the bleeding of the red team's virtue points has stopped due to them capturing the top point. Now, it's just going to be a fight for mid. And it looks like Makarov's Chaos Sorcerer has gone down, leaving the right side power node back into the hands of the red team. It looks like they have upgraded their squad with the Flamers. And there we go, multiple guardsman squad capping the right side power node. Alpha being pushed back by the cultist squads. Plague Champion is still out there, though. And there we go, one cultist squad is forced to withdraw. And there goes Alpha's Plague Champion. Run it back home. Probably a good call. And the power node is being dropped again on the right side. Resource points being gathered. Still no one has managed to capture mid victory point. Looks like this group of cultists wants to take that honor for themselves, but they're going to meet up against the Lord General and some guardsmen backing up. Flamers against the cultists and grenade launcher upgrade. The guardsmen back here are being flanked by the attack squad and, who's that, Chaos Sorcerer? Oh no, the Sorcerer's still down. Sorry, just two attack squads. Looks like blue has been pushed off the point and red is now securing the middle victory point for the red team, which should even up this early lead that blue had. Multiple attack squads coming in from Alpha on the left. This squad has been flanked on two sides. It's going to have to withdraw here very soon. On the right side, looks like the guardsman squads, two of them are withdrawing, but one is engaging with the attack squads from Makarov Bat. One of the squads dangerously low. But those guardsmen did get massacred. Nice job there. Chaos Havoc's on the field. As far as resources go, it looks like the victory points are going to be evened up here very shortly. And Red has had firm control of these power nodes for a long time. I don't believe Blue... Yeah, Blue has no power nodes. Oh, no, they have one. Sorry, they have one power node to Red's 3. And it doesn't look like... Well, let's see. Blue may be able to hold on to this resource point outside their base. Meanwhile, in the mid, it looks like Makarov is coming to claim the mid victory point for Blue Team, who now is evened up in score with Red. And Alpha's forces are running away. Plague Champion following suit. And yes, it looks like Blue will be able to keep control of that resource node. Or requisition point, sorry.
We have the advantage.
And there we go. The middle victory point has been capped. Red is now bleeding points once more. Looks like we have some guardsmen getting in position to assault the mid. And it looks like there's going to be a push on the left power node. And here we go. In the middle we have an engagement leading by the Chaos Sorcerer. Those guardsmen have little to no chance against so much forces. There we go. Push them out of the mid power node. And trying to deny them their left side power node too. That could be really good for Blue. They really need some more power. If they can deny these power nodes to Red and also claim them, they could probably even up this game a little bit. Because right now, Red has had such a high lead in power that their upgrades should be ahead of Blue Team. So we can see right here, level 2 being unlocked by Reaper. Raptors coming in, pushing out that tac squad. Cultists trying to hold them off a little bit, but they're not going to be able to hold against this might of Cultists, Raptors, and tac squads. Plague Champion won't be able to turn the tide of that battle either. Meanwhile, in the mid, these tac squads from Makarov need to pull back. They are almost dead. That's going to be a huge loss in resources if they do not make it back home. And it looks like Reaper is trying to tear them down. But now his Lord General has been engaged by the Chaos Sorcerer. On the left side, Styx has been pushed back to his base. One Cultist squad left on the field, trying to take it to the Raptor squads, but they are backed up by 2 tac squads and Cultists with grenade launchers. That's not going to be good for 6, and there we go. The Cultists are now forced to withdraw, and it looks like Makarov's forces are also withdrawing. Havoc's still in the fight. And Alpha has pushed Styx back into his base, trying to claim the resource node outside. There we go, falling back. Blue still maintains control of the mid victory point, though. And there is the withdrawal order from Alpha. 1 Cultist squad left with the grenade launchers. I imagine they're going to be following suit. Yep, there they go. Points currently 384 to 465. Blue favor. But again, Red has had the power node advantage for most of this game, and Reaper is in tier 2, Alpha moving up to tier 2. So you can see that the early power node lead is already paying off, as both of the red teams are now going to be in tier 2, whereas Styx and Makarov are in tier 1. That's going to... Well, that's really going to turn this game around here. The early lead that Blue has in the victory points, I think, is not going to be much unless they can catch up in tech.
Call now upon the unholy power of the Chaos Gods.
Oh, if this team would just move up a little bit, they could push them off that resource point, requisition point. Alright, here comes another push from Alpha against Styx. Styx does have a Havoc squad. But there we go, the rain of grenades from the, I believe that was the Cultist squad back here. Managed to displace the Havocs, and here come the Raptors trying to finish them off. And the Havocs go down. We do have, actually I think, no, that was, sorry, that was Makarov's Havoc squad. Looks like Styx Cultist squad's forced to withdraw. Plague Champion dangerously low. There you go. Oh, Plague Champion caught on the withdrawal. Now laying on the ground, taking a nap. But they did manage to capture that left side power node. And the right side now looks like. Well, yeah, there we go. It's going up. And And there we go. Styx is now in tier 2. Makarov, not yet in tier 2, but does have an impressive amount of units on the field.
Allies have taken a power node.
And there we go. The right side power node is in the hands of the blue team, though they did just lose the left side. But at least 2 power nodes are better than 1. And I'm sorry, I did miss it, but red did manage to capture the mid victory point during the skirmish here on the left side. So now blue is currently bleeding points. Not much else coming out of the red team. I wonder if they're just saving up for trying to get to the tier 3. There we go. Now Alpha working on the bottom power node of blue teams. Meanwhile, Styx is pushing out on the left side, taking it to this Raptor squad, which is forced to run away. That attack squad is going to have to rejoin its friends over here in the mid. And there we go. Massive push from Makarov's forces, trying to take that blue point back over, while Reaper tries to take back the top power node for red team. And there we go. Midpoint has been neutralized. Blue is no longer bleeding points. And Styx forced to withdraw from this entrenched position from Katachan's cultists and tack squads. We do have another tack squad coming in. I don't think they're going to be able to punch through this, though. Alright, Katachan is engaging against Makarov's forces with 3 Havoc squads on the field. Backed up by the grenades of the cultists. Now under heavy suppression, I think they're going to have to withdraw. There they go. Yep. There goes the cultist and tack squad, and it looks like the Katachans are going to be able to make it out by the skin of their teeth. Still, the Guardsman squad is actually still in there, duking it out. Trying to bring down this one Chaos Space Marine squad, and are successful. Has also managed to deny blue from capping that midpoint. But the Bloodletters on the field are going to force the Guardsmen out of this fight along with their Lord General. Meanwhile, on the left side, it looks like they are trying to take out the left side power node, deny red the power. And the mid victory point should be here, capping soon. And it looks like Makarov is going to set up with his Havoc squads to try and protect the midpoint. Maybe? Not quite sure. And here we go. Alpha is coming in once again to try and push them off the left side power node. Here come the grenades. Oh, wow. And Styx's Plague Champion forced to withdraw. Should be able to make it out of there. Especially with the interference from his cultist squads and tack marine squads. And those Raptors are going to take it to those cultists. Those cultists need to get out of there. Although Alpha retreating first due to the Bloodletter support from Styx. And there we go. That's what I thought was happening. We do have a tier 3 upgrade coming in from Reaper. Midpoint has been capped for blue. Red now down to 328 victory points. Not that far behind blue, though. That is definitely a margin of points they can come back from easily with one good push.
A power node is in jeopardy.
And here we go on the right side, the Guardsman squads and the Lord General. I'm sorry, Katachan and Lord General taking over the right power node once again for red. Left power node in firm hands of the blue team. Looks like this squad is being upgraded with Inferno bolts. There they are, marked as each. And Alpha trying to push out from his base again, not wanting Makarov to capture that point for free. Raptors coming in close. Havoc squads setting up, tearing down. Oh, all that grenade fire coming in, and Makarov is forced off the point. Makarov, unfortunately, has lost quite a few squads in this fight so far. And there we go. The tier 3 upgrade from Reaper is now done. We'll see what he pulls out with that tier 3 upgrade. Another skirmish here on the left side, but it looks like Styx's forces are outnumbered, though they do still have the Bloodletters. Not wanting those the heretics to get away from there, but they are going to manage to pull out a Chaos's Dreadnought, a 1,000-son Dreadnought on the field, taken to the Bloodletters. Now let's see if the Bloodletters can make it out. They probably should be fine. Here comes another cultist squad here, trying to take out the Raptors who are capturing the left requisition point. But backed up by that Chaos Dreadnought, I think these cultists are going to get torn to pieces, and they did. Raptors barely hanging on. Meanwhile, on the right side, Makarov is pushing out with some Bloodletters and Havoc squads, Tac squads, trying to get out... sorry, trying to kill these multiple Guardsman squads, one of which was cloaked. And there we go, they are uncloaked, free for the Bloodletters to swing their fiery death, and they are trying to run away in all due haste. Left side power node being taken over by Alpha once again. Poor Styx's Plague Champion out there for the world to see, just resting. Bloodletters back into the fight, pushing Alpha off at this point. And there we go, a Plague Champion has fallen for Alpha. Makarov trying to capture the resource point here. I imagine we'll move to the right side power node because the mid victory point is still in the hands of blue. I don't really see anything out on the field to contend. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, here we go. A Nurgle Dreadnought is also on the field. Gonna have some Dreadnought on Dreadnought 8. And it looks like Alpha has upgraded his Dreadnought with the Mark of Khorne, giving him the combat clause there. He's gonna wreak havoc in melee. There we go, it's trying to focus fire on the Chaos Dreadnought. It's falling back temporarily. Finally managing to capture that resource point. Looks like we do have a push coming on mid for that middle victory point though. And this Dreadnought just being taken to town by this the Dreadnought of Nurgle with the Mark of the Siege. Ooh. Alpha's Dreadnought getting dangerously low there. Although the Nurgle Dreadnought is not supported by anybody. And there we go, the Nurgle Dreadnought is falling back. That could have been dangerous pretty quickly without support of some squads. Meanwhile, on the right side, looks like Makarov doesn't want the red team to capture the midpoint, but has been intercepted by the Guardsmen. We have a Katie and Carson squad on the field, getting torn to pieces by the multiple attack squads and the Bloodletters. Oh, let's see if they can make it out of there. And we also have another push coming in from Styx with the Nurgle Dreadnought, another Bloodletter squad, Cultists, and Tac squads. But Red does now have the middle victory point. Alpha's Dreadnought heading to the right side, duking it out with the Chaos Sorcerer. Havoc squad set back here in a very nice, well, not a nice firing arc though. Nice position, not nice firing arc. Let's see, what's going on here? Is that the more Bloodletters? Yes, Bloodletters pushing out Alpha's forces, and it looks like Blue is going to be able to take this point back. Wow, nice push from the blue team. And the Guardsmen and the Alphablades legions there are forced to withdraw. The Dreadnought, though, still in the fight. But with this Nurgle Dreadnought right there, I doubt this Dreadnought's going to be able to make it back home. It's going to be chased by the Nurgle Dreadnought with the rocket launcher, or with the missile upgrade. And there we go, it's almost down. And that Dreadnought got a little too greedy and now has fallen. Meanwhile, on the left and right side, the power nodes are in the firm hands of Red Team, giving them the power advantage once again. But mid, capping the middle victory point. Now Red will be bleeding out victory points again. Now below 200.
Your forces obey you.
If you look at the unit cards here, it does look like Red is currently outnumbered. They lost a lot in that push for mid, trying to hold it from the blue team. And here it looks like we have a push on the left side power node. Alpha coming back out, trying to see what he can do. Cultist things going on. And on the right side, Makarov is also, well, staring at that power node. And there we go, Bloodletter's capping the left power node. Plague Champion going in for the melee. Being supported by some multiple squads and the Nurgle Dreadnoughts. Who's suppressing his own champion. At least that's what it looked like. And Alpha forced to go back into his own base. Let's see, on the right side, it does look like the Guardsmen managed to push off Makarov, though. Who now also has a Blood Crusher. Blood Crusher is on the field.
Your forces obey you.
Victory points now 150 to 387 in favor of blue. Stormtrooper squad coming on the field, trying to see what they can do.
Chaos has the upper hand.
Alright. Having to push for middle here.
Your command.
We shall fight you, stormtroopers!
If that victory point is lost,
And looks like we're going to have a skirmish here. The plate champion going in for the melee with the power fist. Backed up by the attack squad. Dreadnought is close by with the bloodletters. And looks like Alpha's also on the way. The Chaos Ultimate going down on the cultists from Alphablades. Oh my god, that cultist squad just got destroyed. Bloodletters getting pulled into the Ultimate too. I don't think Styx knows about it yet. The Raptors coming in to finish them off. Bloodletters teleported and died. That was an excellent Ultimate from Alpha. And now they're trying to take it to the Nurgle Dreadnoughts. They could turn this around. Although Makarov's forces looks like they have pushed the guardsmen away. But there we go. The Nurgle Dreadnought is down. Styx down to just the Space Marine squad. And a Lemon Russ also on the field. I guess I missed that somehow. Wreaking havoc in the backfield. Blue taking the middle victory point. And it looks like they also managed to decap, I'm sorry, the bottom victory point. Looks like these Stormtrooper squad managed to get in there and take that from Blue. We could see Red still in this game. It's now 2-1 Red favor. Red pushed into Blue lines. Blood Crusher now going to see what they can do against this Raptor squad, who is forced to withdraw and is now charging the Lemon Russ. This Lemon Russ is not being supported by anyone, it looks like. Not the position you want to see your Lemon Russ in. That needs to get the heck out of here. And it's pulling closer to the Blue base. So now oh, this Lemon Russ is cut off from its squads. There we go. Looks like maybe Reaper is going to take it back home. And on the, we have another sneak cap here from the Stormtrooper squad taking mid, which would give Red all 3 points. Oh, I don't think this Lemon Russ is going to make it. That Blood Crusher's too fast. Oh, even upgraded with the Plasma Cannon. That's going to be a lot of resources lost. Oh, and there it goes. The Lemon Russ, not supported by any squads, is going to get overwhelmed pretty quickly, and that's exactly what happened there. That is... As an Imperial Guard player, I'm very sad to see that happen. Alright, but Red now in firm control of all 3 victory points. Looks like not for long, though, as we do have a squad from Styx capping the bottom one for the blue team. But still, Red will be in the lead if they manage to hold on to mid. That Blood Crusher is almost down. Alright, midpoint also decapped. If Blue is able to cap this, Red will be once again bleeding points. Blood Crusher trying to run away from the Laz and Plasma Fire. That was an excellent push from Red, but looks like Blue is trying to turn this back around. Managing to get the mid victory point captured. And there we go. Styx's plate champion is running away for good reasons, as he is almost dead, and Alpha's trying to make another push here on mid. And there we go. Blue is now losing the mid victory point once again to a Karskin squad. While Alpha, I'm sorry, no, the Stormtroopers trying to make their way down to the bottom victory point, but intercepted by this attack squad. And there we go. Red now once again in favor, 2-1. Blue is now bleeding points. Looks like we have an autocannon upgrade here for this Havoc squad.
Chaos has the upper hand.
Alright, so far it looks like Red is trying to get back into this game. Woo, that's going to help. Alright, we have a skirmish here. Bloodletters going into the Stormtrooper, or Karskin squad. Sorry, being waylaid by the Lord General. Leaving the Karskin squad free to just rain its last death upon them. Well, actually, what the heck? Oh, okay, well there they are. Now they're running away. They somehow teleported. The stealth cap again for the bottom victory point, so Red now controls all 3 once more. And now it looks like Alpha is tending to keep Styx in his base by using the Land Raider. Currently, Styx does not have anything to deal with that Land Raider. And Alpha is safe to just plump that thing right there and make sure that Styx is no longer helping his partner in this game. Speaking of, Makarov is trying to cap the mid victory point once more. Managed to... Actually, that's it. Sorry. So if they do cap that, it will still be 2-1 in favor of red. And blue's victory points now down to 173. This game looked like it was going to be over, but one nice push from red, and now things have stabilized, even going into red's favor now with the Land Raider on the field. Neither team, or neither army on the blue side seems to have what they need to deal with this Land Raider. And this thing. Woo. Land Raider not carrying. Oh, and Styx's ultimate dropping on the Land Raider. The one answer he had for it did some damage, but the Land Raider is, well, now safe. This tax squad, though. Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, wait, was that Alpha's ultimate? Because I saw him got pulled in. Can friendlies get pulled into the Chaos ultimate? I don't even know. Pretty sure that was Styx's ultimate, though. Anyway. On the mid victory point, looks like being capped by red once again, leaving them in 2-1 odds. Or 2-1 advantage. Land Raider now below half health. But still no real answer to take it out. Ooh. Ooh, that Plague Champion getting torn to pieces by those heavy bolter turrets. Looks like the Land Raider is pulling out. Does need some repairs. In the mid here, we do have an Imperial Guard bunker and a Bane Blade advancing on Makarov's forces. Points currently evened up now. Alright, Land Raider and Bane Blade coming together to fight off Makarov. Those Blood Crushers, oh, one just getting pummeled. The other one now forced to run away. And now we also have Terminators from Alpha on the field. Looks like Styx is trying to get an answer to this. But red is firmly in the lead now with 2 super heavies on the field. And 2 of the 3 victory points in their hands. Almost 3 of the victory points in their hands. We'll see what this can do. But against a Bane Blade and a Land Raider, we'll see. And here we go, 1 super heavy versus 2, though one is heavily damaged. On the right side, looks like Makarov is taking the right power node, but this fight is the one that's going on in the middle. More important than watching a power node be taken. And yeah, against 2 super heavies, oh, he may be able to bring down alphas. But with that Bane Blade still there, he has to pull back. There we go. It may be too late. Land Raider down to 270. Oh, wow, I didn't... Sorry, the fight between these super heavies was so intense, I didn't even look at the victory points. So red securing the victory. Good game to Reaper of Zombies and Alphablades. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.